What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Healthy Living Scottsdale podcast. I'm your host, Coach Adam. I'm here with Zach Columbia today and morning coach extraordinaire Damon Ingram in the house, in the stew this morning.
Wow, that's quite the intro. I just got Zach, and then you're training
the weight
extraordinaire.
carries it all for you.
Oh, man.
All right, so we're going to get a little bit into today with New Year coming up. You know, everybody setting some new goals, some change in mindset, some reassessments going on, reflections, some would say. But
maybe not enough reflection.
We need to bump the reflections up. But before we get into that, we're going to always, as always, recognize a member of the week, and we're going to talk about Jason Schmidt today. Handed out to Jason Schmidt.
Jason Schmidt.
Man, this dude, so he was traveling a lot for work maybe 3-4 months ago, and he kept telling me, because he's actually one of our stretch therapy clients as well. So
super consistent
guy. He's, you know, trying to do everything he can, and it's working, because he got back from a lot of travel. He told me, he's like, I'm about to lock in on my protein. We're entering a strength phase right now. He's like, I'm going to be different in like 4 weeks. And he didn't lie. He was straight to my face. He did an in-body a couple weeks ago, up 6 pounds of muscle, down, I want to say 2 to 3 pounds of body fat, and like it was just by far his best remeasure ever. So he wasn't lying. He locked in, and great consistency, great stretch client. So shout out to Jason Schmidt.
Nice work, Jason.
Yep, he was doing great in the gym too. He was just upping his weight too in the strength phase as well.
There we go.
Pushing himself a little bit and learning that it's a process, right? It's just good in that overload to just get better and better each day, and it was just fantastic to see him improve in that standpoint as well.
He came in blind to the gym. Like he, you know,
I don't think he's ever worked out
didn't work out before, so he's everything that he knows is from here, and he's crushing it. So
awesome.
Sweet. All right, so we're gonna get into this theme of exercise for life, not for now, kind of mindset switch. Yeah. So here at Legacy, we have our lift cycle that we preach and try to share with everybody as our mindset and mentality on health, wellness, and exercise, which is a lift standing for Lifestyle Integrated Fitness Training. So how we can, or you as a member can, integrate fitness into your everyday and not have it turn into some fad or some, you know, a short stretch of time.
I think you did that one time.
Oh yeah, I sweat that one time. So let's get a little bit into how somebody can, why they should change their mindset to prioritize a little bit more about longevity and kind of forming a routine or a lifestyle that's going to benefit them, you know, in the long run, and not just that kind of searching for a sweat type feeling. How could somebody start?
Well, look, here's the reality is that really nobody wants to tell the society, tell the marketplace, because it's not super attractive, is you have to work out consistently for your entire life. Nike got it right when they said there is no finish line. Yep. Literally research shows 14 days after stopping working out, your muscles start to atrophy. 14 days. It takes a long time to add muscle.
Terrible feeling.
It goes away real quick.
Yeah.
And when, you know, like, I don't want to discourage anybody from working out, but the mindset needs to be like, hey, I'm going to start this and I'm never going to stop. Because if you work out for 2 years super consistently and then you just quit, what was the point?
Yeah.
What was the point? In 6 months, you are going to be back into the same boat that you were in 2 years prior before you started working out. That's just the nature of it. It's like I can eat a meal and in a couple hours, I'm going to be hungry again. This is an itch that you can't stop scratching, essentially. And so New Year's resolutions, like whatever. I mean, it really just has to be, I'm going to get fit and I'm going to work out and I'm going to do this for the rest of my life. And with LIFT, that's our program, Lifestyle Integrated Fitness Training. The approach that we take as a organization, from the way we structure our membership to the way that we design every single workout, is designed to keep people working out forever.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to go into the gym and break records every day. You don't have to lift hundreds and hundreds of pounds. You don't have to jump and, do all these crazy things. You just have to be consistent. That really, I go to the gym and the majority of the time, I don't break a personal record in weight. I don't do, something that I hadn't already previously done or work harder or whatever. Some days I'm going through the motions and I'm doing it because I know that my mission is to show back up again tomorrow or 2 days later.
Yeah, and that workout doesn't look the same every day. Every day, if you're consistent enough, you start to formulate, what you would consider, a good day, a bad day. There's these micro goals that happen within every workout, but the building the consistency and the desire to want to get in and do something that's going to benefit you. If you just had 2 or 3 days of some heavy lifting in a row, you still get into the gym on that third or fourth day, maybe it's a mobility day, but you're keeping the mindset of, I'm going to remain active. This is not something I'm going to skip today, and there's going to be a benefit coming out on the other side of it.
Right, and I totally agree with that. And it also comes into the aspect of discipline, right? It's working that discipline to be able to just show up because, like you said, you're not going to be 100% all the time. There are going to be some days where you're going to be dragging. You probably went in on a night out and you're probably a little hungover, or maybe you just did a little bit too much. And still showing up on that next day doesn't mean that you're not getting a good workout in, right? You're still going to be able to move the body, still trying to push to the limit that you can that day. And with that, you can also treat it as a recovery workout day. So it could be still doing the same motions, but just lowering down the weight.
Yeah.
That's totally okay.
Right. You're not going to go in every single day feeling amazing. And you're not going to have the best workout every single day. And there's not going to be novelty in every workout. I've been doing the same, exercises for the last 20 years, I guess. And that hurt to say.
Doing the math.
Yeah, I started calculating. I was like Rain Man in my head all this. I was like, dude, no. Algebra. Anyway. Right. And so that's the thing is you just have to stay consistent. And the people that stay consistent are the people that live well as they age. They continue to stay independent longer. They can go do things. They can enjoy life. They're, people are living longer now all the time, but they're just sitting there rotting on the couch watching TV because they can't get up and do anything and enjoy life. Right. It's I don't want to live that way, you know? The other point that I want to bring up here, and I've been thinking a lot about this lately, and I've had some conversations with some, pretty experts and well-established people in our industry. And the argument has come up, why have we as an industry placed the majority of the focus, and really whether we're good at what we do or not, around body composition? It's the thing that we're least in control of.
Right.
When somebody comes in and works with us, we know we can get you stronger. We know we can help you move better. We know that we can lower your risk of morbidity and help, get rid of some of these issues that you have, like high blood pressure and high cholesterol. And, we can do all of those things through exercise. And as an industry, we have tied ourselves to a metric that we are in least control of, which is your diet and nutrition outside of the gym when you're not here the other 100 and however many hours per week.
The other 96% of your day when you're not here for an hour.
And I think that by us tethering ourselves to that and putting a lot of emphasis on that, that it's actually ended up really hurting the marketplace, because clients will relate their success or failure around those body composition goals. And then it can be discouraging for them if it's taken a little bit longer to lose some weight, or they're struggling in another department. That doesn't mean stop working out, because the second you stop working out, like, it's only going to get worse. There's no getting better from that. And so I think as a whole entire collective, we need to shift our thinking and our approach to this long-term longevity, sustainability, really thriving. I mean, our name is Legacy Personal Training. It's like, live your legacy. Don't just leave one, but live it. Enjoy your life. And that's what I want people to get through their, their thick skulls, which is like, I don't care if you get injured. I don't care. Well, I mean, I care, but but I don't care in the regard that I don't care if you get injured. I don't care if you get busy at work. I don't care if you get stressed. I don't care if you have, a tragic event. As a coach, it's not my responsibility to care about those things. It's my responsibility to care about you and your longevity and your health. And so as an individual, if you're going to start this journey, which I hope that you do, you just have to know there's no finish line.
Yeah.
You have to come into it with the perspective of I'm going to become the type of person that works out no matter what. Yeah. And I'm going to find a way no matter what. And I don't want it to, I always rant on these things. I don't want it to sound like I'm ranting, but guys, I've been doing this since 2011. And in that time, I've probably seen 5,000 people just quit. As one person. I've probably seen that. And that would be a conservative estimate. And I'm like, what was the point of all the effort that we put in? The blood, the sweat, the tears, me just pouring my heart and soul into you as an individual to help you. And then you just give up like that for no reason. Reason. I mean, it's not, I get it. Life happens and there's things that come up, but it's really, that's your solution in your head, is to just quit working out?
Right. It's you've said it before, we're a results driven business. And essentially, if we don't get you to where you think you need to be, it's our fault. Right. But people, it's same thing you were talking about with the body composition. It's people fall in love with body comp or even aesthetic, and they're I want to look like this by this day.
Yeah.
And then cold turkey, boom, done. I've gotten there. Like you just said, 14 days later, guess what? You're not going to be there anymore. So
yeah, you got to hold on to that.
Yeah,
right?
You got to keep it rolling. And it's I don't know. It's unfortunate that they've tied basically success to, I would say the common person finds or evaluates their success based on either their aesthetic, how they're looking, or their body composition, what a machine may tell them they're comprised of. But there's all of the functions, the physiological functions and benefits that are going on that are, I would say, what are unseen, that are benefiting you and the longevity of your life, basically, and your quality of your life.
Yeah, and it's there's things that you don't see either. I think about this people, if you're religious, it's oh, there's angels protecting me, right? Well, you can't see that, right? So you're believing that, okay, well, sure, there's angels around protecting me, keeping me safe. I have had 5 people that I have personally trained that have survived widowmaker heart attacks. And the doctor told them, hey, the only reason you're alive is because you worked out, because you were in shape.
Yep, heard that a few times.
And it's I'm not saying that I'm an angel, but I'm saying you, in the same way that you can't see that, you're protecting yourself in working out, and those people would not be alive today had they not been taking the action and doing things that they couldn't see they couldn't see the benefits of that.
Yeah.
And so, it's just like there's love, I guess, here and care for everyone is like, we want you to live the best life you can. And you can't do that if you're weak. You can't do that if you're inconsistent. You can't do that if your mindset is constantly searching for an excuse or an out or a way to not have to be held accountable.
Yeah,
absolutely. And there's simple things too as well when it comes to people that live sedentary lives. And if you're scared about falling down and you're scared that you don't even think that you can get yourself up, I mean, shouldn't that be a kind of a wake-up call for you to be able to realize that the gym is going to be able to help you do those simple tasks in your life and your day-to-day lives? I mean, it's just, it's scary how some people...
You touched on it earlier. It's like sorry to cut you off, but you touched on it earlier where it's like the programming. We're programming movements that you should be able to execute well and healthy and correctly and in your everyday life. We're not just giving you things to
make your biceps bigger.
Yeah, bias tries, forget the rest. But
that's important too. Looking good is important.
Yeah,
but it's directly
it's a bonus.
It's a symptom.
Yeah,
it's a symptom of being healthy, right?
Yes.
Like healthy people are attractive people. That's nature. That's what when we see somebody that's attractive, we're perceiving them as healthy. I mean, that's just how we're wired as humans. So, all right, well, let's wrap there. But guys, like with New Year's coming and people are going to be starting their journey that typically only lasts about 3 weeks. Like now is the time to just shift your thinking and your internal identity and kill the old you and be like, I'm the type of person who works out no matter what.
Exercise for life, not for now. We'll talk to you guys next week.
Thank you so much for listening to the Healthy Living Scottsdale podcast. Do you have a question that you'd like for us to answer live on the podcast? If so, all you need to do is head over to the Apple Podcast app on your iPhone and do 3 simple things. First, leave us a rating and review telling me what you think of the podcast. In that review, ask anything you want related to health, fitness, or nutrition. And if you want a shout out, leave us your Instagram handle or name. That's all you have to do. Then listen to hear your questions answered live on the next Q&A episode.